Hey guys, so the time has finally come where I can exploit my past self for content. So I have right here a letter that I wrote back in 8th grade and I just got in the mail. And I opened it, but I didn't really look at it. Apparently I wrote it on May 12th, 2016. So it's been exactly 4 years and I'm gonna read it. Okay, I don't wanna dox myself, so I'm gonna show the other side. This is the letter, and so it's a piece of loose leaf paper and this paper, which I don't know what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the loose leaf. This should be interesting. All I remember about my 8th grade self is that was the year I started to get into Supernatural. Thanks, Izzy. And I also fucking hated middle school, so there's that. But other than that, I have no idea what's gonna be in here. Okay, let's go. So, dear future self, first, I think you should probably read the other sheet first. Okay, let's do it then. So at the top, it says, "Hi me, do you remember writing this?" And the answer is no, I do not. So at the top of the sheet, it says, "Fast track to high school. Directions. In the spirit of Chicago Tribune's magazine's Fast Track column, you will answer the following interview questions about yourself as redacted, because I don't want to say my middle school, 8th grade student in 2016. In 4 years, I will send your answers to the address provided on your self-addressed stamped envelope. The more honest and juicy your answers, the more fun this time capsule experience will be. No one will read your answers except the senior in high school you. Favorite junior high memory? Can't think of a distinct one at the moment." Great. Good content here. Oh no, the first word I read was Destiel. This is going great. Okay. I make googly eyes at, in parentheses, have a crush on, fictional characters / fandom celebrities and oh my god. I already see what I wrote and oh my god. Fictional characters / fandom celebrities including Dean Winchester, Castiel, Jensen Ackles, Misha Collins. Also, oh god, wait, I can't say this. Also, one of my other friends, Maggie, won't shut up about a certain person. Okay. Okay, I remember now. In 8th grade, me and one of my friends was shipped together, and it got so bad that in my yearbook, everyone just wrote our ship name over and over. This is the fucking life I have. Okay, 8th grade, fuck man. 8th grade was a time. The last movie I saw was Zootopia 2 months ago. Was surprisingly good, exceeded expectations. This is true. I remember watching it, I remember thinking it was way too good for a kid's movie. Right now, my favorite band / singer / song is Fob, and Panic, and Millennium Martinez. Okay, fair. I think those are still good. And I rather like Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas, which is the most famous song from Supernatural. This will never escape me, will it? I swear to god, this whole thing is just gonna be about Supernatural. So, wait, there's another slide. Okay. The last thing on this page is, the last time I got into some trouble was because I didn't exactly get in trouble, but today at lunch, Izzy and I were watching Season 9, Episode 1 of Supernatural, and this teacher caught us. But she's cool, so we didn't get in trouble. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember. This is part of the reason why I hated middle school. My middle school was super strict, and they had a lot of bullshit rules, like, so basically our lunch period was 40 minutes, but 20 minutes of it is actually lunch, and then 20 minutes you have to go to recess, because there were so many kids at our school that they had to split the lunch period so that they could rotate the kids out for lunch. And 20 minutes is not a lot of time to eat, I'm just saying. And also, because they needed kids out for recess so that the other kids that were outside could come in for lunch, we were always forced to go outside even though it was freezing cold. So that was a great time. Yeah, that was probably 90% of why I hated middle school. It's actually so stupid though, because we were being forced outside even though nobody wanted to go outside, and they could have just had us like sit in the auditorium or something. Like, if it was raining or something like that, we would sit in the auditorium and watch a movie, and they could have totally just done that when it was super cold, but instead they made us freeze to death. Okay, so, oh god. Nobody knows that I am like Dean Winchester. No, not bi, I don't think.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No.
I kinda hate myself. This is great. Also, why, literally, this entire sheet is just gonna be about Supernatural. Like, why was I like this? Why? I honestly think my middle school self was more cringy than my elementary school self. Because at least as an elementary schooler, I'm just a kid and kids are just naturally stupid. But as a middle schooler, I have no excuse. Okay, okay, this is awkward. My closest friends are, the first girl I wrote down, we are not friends anymore. And then the other people, Hazel, who was a friend I had from swimming, and I haven't talked to her in a few years, but she's still really nice and awesome. So, and then Athena, Izzy, Maggie, Kaden. Yeah, I'm still friends with these people. Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that. Yeah, I'm still friends with them. I don't know why I said it so suspiciously. We're all still really good friends. Okay. Oh god. So much has changed in 4 years, huh? Undoubtedly, my personal hero is J.K. Rowling because Potter is life, enough said. I agree, it's still one of the most important things in my life, I think. At least, I think it was one of the most important things that shaped who I was. But J.K. Rowling is not my hero. We don't stand TERFs in this YouTube channel, so... And my future plans include traveling the world, moving to Canada, UK if Trump becomes president. Please tell me he isn't. I have bad news for you, buddy. If I've learned one thing in life, it's people suck. Books are better. That really does scream like ooh-woo quirky girl that sits in a corner by herself, huh? As I graduate 8th grade, I would like to thank my friends for making school less of a hell than it would have been. Am I allowed to say that since technically no one is reading this besides future me? Yeah. I've also said a lot worse, so... And then the last question was, my advice to myself for high school is, and I left it blank. I mean, to be fair, it's not like my 8th grade self had any wisdom to pass on anyway, and I think I have a lot more smart things to say now. Okay, so that concludes this paper, and now let me read my letter to myself. Okay, so as I said, it's dated May 12th, 2016. And actually, my handwriting is very similar to how it is now, which is kind of creepy. Dear future self, first, I think you should probably read the other sheet first. Been there, done that. Okay, actually, it's funny though, because it's like I knew that I was gonna read the other one first, because I think I put this on top. But it's like, if I was supposed to read the other one first, why didn't I put the other one on top? Okay, so, I don't really know where I should start. Here I am, 8th grade Michelle, sitting at the back of Mrs. Barbrick's writing class, wearing a Gryffindor cardigan and Gryffindor chaser shirt. Actually, I still have those. Okay, so, it was this cardigan that I got in 8th grade from Hot Topic, and I loved it so much, and I wore it like every day, which may or may not be hygienic. Yeah, I love this cardigan, and I don't think I've worn it since 8th grade. And then this shirt, I got it for my birthday in like 7th or 8th grade, but it's too small for me now, so I don't wear it anymore. So neither of these I've actually worn since 8th grade, which is actually wild. So I'm sitting at the back of the class wearing a Gryffindor cardigan and Gryffindor chaser shirt. Yes, I'm a nerd. Please tell me you still are too. I mean, I guess, but I don't think that's the most meaningful part of my personality anymore. Please tell me you still are too. Nerdy fangirl. Oh my god, why? Like, this really was the peak era of me being on Tumblr and thinking I'm like quirky and cool and a nerd and stuff. Like, just me being proud of the fact that I'm a nerd. I mean, of course you should be proud of who you are, but like, reading back on this, I'm definitely not. The fact that I'm just so glad that I'm so quirky and stuff, like, what the fuck? I once saw a Tumblr, okay, and Tumblr again, okay. I once saw a Tumblr post saying everyone is ashamed of their 14-year-old self. Well, I'm actually turning 15 in 4 months. Super Hulockian Potterhead. I hope you remember what that means. I mean, yeah, I do. God, you better remember. Yeah, of course I remember. Like, what? But yeah, see, like, the thing about being ashamed of your 14-year-old self is accurate. I mean, I think that's good, because at least that means I didn't peak at age 14, because that would suck ass. These shows, these stories, especially Potter, are literally your life. Never stop loving these things. I mean, Potter, I would agree with. The other 3, not so much. Like, first of all, Supernatural is a hell no for me. I'm not here to, like, start wars with people on the internet, but I would say I'm definitely not a fan of fandom culture. That's definitely something I don't miss about fandom. I also don't use Tumblr anymore. I think, yeah, Tumblr is really just, like, the root of a lot of that craziness. And my friend Izzy's gonna watch this, and she has the same feeling about Twitter, and she's right. It applies to Twitter, too. Again, like what I said about the echo chamber thing, like, people get wild. And not to turn this into an actual soapbox, but I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and, like, the thing about the internet is that it kind of just amplifies everything you say, so people get really wrapped up in their own opinions, and they just dig themselves deeper and deeper into the hole and convince themselves more and more that they're right, even when other people disagree with them, and especially when other people disagree with them. And it's just like this hellhole where social media is supposed to increase communication, but I think in many senses it actually decreases it. And yeah, it's hell. The other thing I was gonna say was, that was such a long tangent. When I go back and edit this, I want to know how long I was talking for, because that felt like 10 years. These shows, these stories are literally your life. Never stop loving these things. Obviously, it's important and valid when you have stories that help you through a tough time or shape who you are or help you figure out who you are. But fandom isn't everything, okay? Oh god, why? Right now I'm in season 10, episode 22 of Supernatural. Yesterday I watched the episode where Charlie dies. Okay, spoiler alert. Goddamn Sam, it's all your fault. I actually don't remember what happened, so I don't know, but like sure. Like people die all the time on that show, but I do remember Charlie being one of my favorite characters. So yeah. And I'm sure it was Sam's fault. Like, those characters are dumb, just saying. Tomorrow Izzy's coming over so we can watch the finale and episode 1 of season 11. Oh, how was Supernatural Con? You went September of 2016. So in 4 months from me. Now that's cool. That's like double time traveling here. It was definitely really fun. And I don't regret going at all, even though I don't care about Supernatural anymore. Yeah, like I said, I went with Izzy, so. And actually, fun fact, like Izzy and I are best friends now, but we actually started becoming friends in 8th grade because we were in the same art class. And it's all her fault that I love Supernatural to begin with. So this is on you, Izzy. Because that was the time when Izzy was watching Supernatural and she got me into it. And meanwhile, I was watching Doctor Who and then I got her into that. So it was like the whole Super Who-lock thing. I guess we bonded over that initially. So I hate to say it, but maybe if it weren't for Supernatural, we wouldn't be friends. That's such a terrible thing. I hate that those words just came out of my mouth. Okay, only 5 minutes left in the period. We're currently listening to Spotify while writing. Mr. Brightside. Love this song. Yep, that song still slaps. Well, see you in 4 years. Oh god, oh no, wait, why? Oh, ships, Destiel. Why? And then, in parentheses, Dean and Cass from Supernatural. Please tell me you still ship them. Is it canon yet? No, and the second one, I'm guessing also no. I don't know why I didn't say this earlier, but I stopped watching Supernatural relatively soon after this was written, I think. I think halfway through freshman year I stopped watching Supernatural and stopped caring about it. Also just like the queer baiting, man, like, no. So yeah, I'm assuming it's not canon. I think the show might be over at this point. Wait, let me check. Apparently the finale has not aired yet, and I'm guessing that's because of Corona. Yeah, somehow, after all this time, we could have put a perfect bow on this, but no. Supernatural had to ruin it by not being over. But yeah, that's all I wrote. So, and then I said, sincerely, past self, and then I signed my name in cursive. Yeah, so, weirdly enough, this content, despite being cringy and way too full of Supernatural, I gave you this huge, okay, maybe not huge, I don't think it was that impressive, some wisdom after 4 years. Because apparently, at age 14, I had absolutely none. Honestly, this was, besides just being cheap content, was actually kind of interesting. So, maybe I should write one for my future self. Okay, goodbye. Hey, get it?